pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. Glad to have everybody with us this afternoon, this evening. Doesn't look like we have a tremendously great crowd, but we've got a lot of important people here today, for sure.
It's quality.
Always right. Okay, let's approve the minutes for the April 30th, 2019 meeting, please.
So moved.
Mr. Baker?
Second.
Mr. Curry? All yes?
Yes.
Okay. On the pink sheet, is anybody signed in, Mr. Ellis?
No, sir.
No one signed in to speak this evening, okay? Presentation reports, we don't have any today. Well, we're moving right along here, aren't we? You know how to pick them, don't we? Okay, let's go to the administrative section then. Can I have a motion to look at those?
So moved.
Mr. Wilkerson and Mr. Baker. Mr. Midkidd.
Okay, item A is school volunteers who on occasion may also serve as bus chaperones for athletic events, academic competitions, or school outings, and have completed volunteer orientation. Item B is out-of-state travel for the following: to Heath, Ohio, May the 9th, May the 10th, 2019, to visit a high school that's implementing high school's version of Leader in Me, which is called LEAD, with the idea that next year Lincoln County High School will implement this program. Also, I'd like to add Mike McCormick's name to the list of those who are going to be attending. Item D, please, yes, if we could add Mike McCormick, we got his form late before we
Mike McCormick added to the
agenda. And if it's okay, Mr. King, you care to share, because
We'll be traveling to Heath as a result of, we were asked to pilot the high school program. It's only 3 years old. And my understanding of Leader Me was from the elementary standpoint. In National Title I Conference, I met with the high school gurus in Kansas City, and they've been working with us and trying to line us up a school close. And Heath is one of the closest schools available. And not only are adults going, but we're taking 3 students. We've identified 3 students, and they've filled out permission slips, and that's why you see the Title V funds. I notified the State Department, and we can pay for them to go because it's an academic field trip. And the intention is really to, it is truly student-centered. So all of the things that our elementary and middle school students are learning through the Leader Me will grow, and in talking with Mr. Snyder and the team, a lot of the things that LEAD does is already at the high school, so it's not going to be a major implementation of anything, but it is going to really hone some of the skills that they already have, and it's going to, again, put the onus on the students. So that it's a student-led program, and the teachers are basically the organizers of the curriculum, but the students do it. And we're excited about the opportunity to go and visit Heath, and we're excited about the opportunity to bring it back. And it will make, one of the things that's really unique about this, according to the folks from Covey, we are, as far as they know, we are the only system in the state that will have Leader Me, Covey's Habits, from elementary all the way to the high school pervasive. So that's another feather in her cap.
Good. And this is happening very soon.
Yes, sir.
Just notice the dates on there. Anybody have any questions, Mr. King, about that?
thanks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Item C is out-of-state travel for Dion Lucas to Las Vegas, Nevada, July 6 through July 12, 2019, to the Staff Development for Education National Conference on Literacy. Item D is out-of-state travel for Kimberly McMillan to Galveston, Texas, June 9th through June 12, 2019, to the Elementary Technology Conference. Item E is out-of-state travel for Greg Gosley to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, June 23rd through the 26th, 2019, for the NFPA 70 National Electric Code 3-day training with certificate of certification. He explained all it to me and it didn't mean anything. Just know that that's something that he needs to do. Item F, out-of-state trip for Midway fifth grade students to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, May the 20th through the 22nd, 2019. And the last item G, an agreement with ZMM to provide architectural and engineering educational planning services for Lincoln County Schools for the 10-year comprehensive educational facilities.
Anyone have any questions about any of those items? Most of them we're familiar with, particularly I know Jeff talked to us about the ZMM agreement, so I guess time to make that official. Okay. Is that an all yes vote on the administrative items?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Let's go to finance then. Do you have a motion for that one? Fred made the motion, Carol seconded that. Ray?
Schedule of invoices totaling $426,242.62. That listing is attached. If you got any questions, as always, just let me know.
Okay. I had the opportunity to see those in a couple of different formats, but thank you for that. Anybody have any questions on that? Okay. Is that an all yes on the invoice payments then?
Yes.
All yes. All right. Go to personnel then. Have a motion to look at those? So moved.
Second.
Riley made the motion and Larry seconded that one. Bill?
Not much tonight. Item A is working short long-term substitute professional personnel, and item B, retirements and resignations. A couple of others were, retirements were kind of a surprise. to me.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
We talked to Nancy, she wasn't going to retire, the next thing you know, she did retire, she's still going to of course, does too. We do have, all the jobs posted, they come down tomorrow, so we should have a little fuller agenda on at the next board meeting.
We have time to turn all those up.
Yes, we'll have time to turn a lot of it around. Unfortunately, we haven't been getting a lot of applicants. So,
In the principal's position, we checked this evening, we have 5 applicants thus far, 4 in county, 1 out of county.
yes, that's correct.
And we hope to be able to conduct the interviews here next week and bring the names and board recommendation on the 21st. Again, the posting comes down tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we may have some other folks.
And another thing we have going on the 17th, going to a meeting, online applications. All the counties around us are doing online applications, and we are going to start that process. We're going to the 17th to hear Marshall. We heard a couple of presentations at the ESC, but one of them won thousands and thousands of dollars, and the other one, Marshall writes a program, and they already do it with Cabell and Plain, and so we're going to pursue that online application, and there's a lot of advantage to it, and even if someone comes in, we're going to have a computer here that they come in and fill it out here and have an online application, and what it does, I think it gives us a real good database too of what's going on and everything, instead of chasing all that paper, it'll all be in one program. So we're going on the 17th to hear about that, and hopefully, if it's good and the board approves it, we hope to start that July, 1st of July. So,
Now, is that just for service or just for professionals?
no, we're trying to
Do
do
both?
both, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that works out then. Anybody have anything else with Mr. Linville? Is that an all yes then on the personnel items?
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got down to our comments and concerns. Board members, anybody have anything? I just have one thing here I wanted to, we've talked about the audits on a couple of prior occasions. These are the school audits, and as you all know, we've been passing these around, so Rowdy, I'll let you have them, and you can be thorough next time, okay? These are the individual school audits. Now, at the last meeting, I think it was the last meeting, we did we had a review and discussion about the board office audit, which we're once again, we're into, all those are available in Mr. Ellis's office, both the individual school and the county office ones, which include all the federal programs and everything else. So So, if anyone wants to look at those, feel free to do so. I know, as you look through there and see what really got my attention was the amount of money that flows through here in a given year. I mean, it's really grown a lot, I'll tell you that, for sure. But that's the only thing I need. Jeff, what do you have?
I've got a few items. One, I wanted to make the board aware that First Lady Kathy Justice will be visiting the school system, the school district tomorrow. She's going to be at Lincoln County High School at 1:30, and then at Hamlin PK8 at 2:15. This is to kick off Community in Schools initiative, which our school system, we just found out, is a recipient of a grant, for a grant. This is a national movement organization. She's spearheading that on behalf of West Virginia through her role as the First Lady. But it's $160,000 that we're going to receive for a total of 2 years, so $160,000 total. And with that money, we'll be able to hire, it appears, another social worker for the high school. And this person would be a site coordinator for the high school, as well as the 4 middle schools or feeder schools. So Lincoln County High School, Duval PK8, Hamlin PK8, Guy Valley, Harts PK8 are all part of this initiative for next year. And we're excited. I think it was like 4 school districts this year that were implementing the program. So I think we're one of the first counties in the southern part of the state to be selected. I'll have more information in the future as we're just really starting to learn what all's involved with this initiative. We have some webinars coming up, and Kirk's going to sit in on those webinars with me and Kevin Pritchard. But some of that money will be used to provide training too for our social workers as well. So
Why would we select it?
I'm not sure how the process, what they utilize as their, I guess, I don't know if you'd call it the application process itself. The only thing that was shared with Ms. Curry was that it was the First Lady and the State Superintendent of Schools who were the selection committee. So I don't know what their criteria was in order, to select school districts, but those two were the ones that chose Lincoln County. I know Campbell County was also selected because First Lady's going to start her day in Campbell County tomorrow. But I don't know the other schools. There was a kickoff last Wednesday in Raleigh County. The article that I read, what I saw was in Metro News, and it just talked about Raleigh County. It didn't mention any other school systems. So I don't know how many school districts across the state will participate next year. But anyway, we were excited to be selected and have the opportunity. Graduation, I mentioned graduation last week. It is Friday, May the 24th. I talked to Dana Snyder today. The plan is to have graduation out on the field, Lions Club field, weather permitted. And it will begin at 7 p.m. You'll have a place out there for you to park just inside the fence. And those invitations should be going out soon. You should be receiving those. As we have the past few years, we will have a 1-hour early dismissal that day to help cut down on the congestion out there with the buses coming back in from different students. So we'll send that out, a school messenger here pretty soon so that everyone knows. I'll let the principals know today when they were here.
Is that one tree grown enough to where the sun's going to be going?
So we're not squinting and then.
It's always real close. It's
Yeah.
all just, given it any time now, we
Well, there's been some graduations where it's been hot out there.
Yeah, 7 o'clock's not too bad.
Yeah. This is National Teacher Appreciation Week. And we've converted that for the last few years into Staff Appreciation Week here in Lincoln County. And central office staff, we've been out providing our employees with a token of our appreciation. We've given you and Sean as well a little gift. It's card holder. Put all your credit cards in there, Sean. We buy that new weed here.
Yeah.
We just greatly appreciate all the hard work, the dedication, and commitment of our employees for our students. You know, there's almost 3,400 students, and it wouldn't happen if it was not for our employees and the great job that they do. The other item is the coaches, or the revised salary schedule. We kind of planned to have that tonight, but it's not ready. Ray and his staff are working on that salary schedule, and we'll have, he's got it in his hands. We'll have that at the May 21st board meeting on the agenda for your approval. I thought maybe you might be looking, wondering where it was. So we'll have it for the next board meeting.
A lot of activity that evening.
And lastly, I need to provide the board with a legal update. Request that we have an executive session.
Pertaining to employees?
Okay, Mr. McKibb has requested the board go into executive session for personnel matters. Motion at 6:16 p.m.
So moved.
Mr. Baker made that motion.
Second.
Second by Ms. Smith. All yes to go into executive session?
Yes.
The Honorable Wesley
Sean,
Esquire is with us.
We've got a ton of food back